When my teenage daughter texted me a thumbs up emoji, I left work in the middle of a meeting. Lisa started making fun of me for using the thumbs up emoji when she was 12. She thinks it's passive aggressive. Mom, when you send that, it's like you're mad at me, but won't say it. I stopped using it years ago just to keep peace. She's 16 now and still brings it up whenever she sees anyone over 40 use it. It's giving boomer energy. Only old people send that. You might as well just write okay with a period. One night, we were watching the news together. A story came on about a girl who vanished after lying to her parents about where she was going. I got that worried mom feeling in my chest. Lisa caught me looking at her. Mom, I'm not stupid. I know you're not, but if you're ever in trouble and can't talk, text me something I'd noticed. Something you'd never normally send. Lisa thought about it, then she grinned. If I ever send you a thumbs up, you should probably call the National Guard. I didn't laugh. I held her eyes and told her I was serious. If she ever sent me that emoji, I was coming to get her. No questions asked. She softened. Okay, Mom, deal. That was 3 years ago. She sent me every emoji imaginable since then. Skulls, crying, laughing faces, random vegetables I still don't understand, but never once a thumbs up. Not until last week. Friday afternoon, Lisa texted asking if she could go to her friend Kale's house after school. I said yes. Be home by 9. Normal Friday. An hour later, I was in a work meeting when my phone buzzed. Lisa's text. Having fun. I read it 3 times. My coworkers kept talking, but I couldn't hear a single word. I texted back immediately. You okay? Okay. The read receipt popped up. She saw it. No response. I called her straight to voicemail. Called again. Voicemail. I opened the location app on my phone. Lisa wasn't at Kale's house. She was pinging from an address 20 minutes away, a street I'd never heard of. I stood up from the conference table. I have to go. My boss looked confused. We're in the middle of the quarterly review. Family emergency? I didn't wait for a response. I walked to my car and called Kale's mom on the way. Hey, is Lisa at your place? I just need to check on something. Kale's mom sounded confused. No. Kaylee told me she was going to your house after school. My hands started shaking. Both girls lied about where they were going, but only Lisa sent the signal. I drove 15 over the speed limit the entire way. The address led to a neighborhood I didn't recognize. When I turned onto the street, I saw cars everywhere, parked along both curbs, on front lawns. Music so loud I could hear it with my windows up. I parked and walked toward the house. The front door was wide open. Inside, I could see bodies packed together, red cups, smoke hanging in the air, and every single person looked way older than 16. I pushed through the front door. The music was so loud I could feel it in my chest. I scanned every face, but none of them were Lisa. These weren't high schoolers. They were college kids, maybe older. I grabbed a girl walking past me. Have you seen a 16-year-old? Blonde hair, pink sweater. She shrugged and pulled her arm away. I checked the kitchen, the living room, the backyard, where a group was passing around a joint. No Lisa anywhere. I found a guy leaning against a wall who looked more sober than the rest. I showed him my phone with Lisa's photo. Have you seen this girl? He squinted at the screen. Blonde girl? Yeah, I think so. Some guys were talking to her earlier. They went down that hallway like 10 minutes ago. He pointed toward the back of the house. I was moving before he finished his sentence. The hallway was dark. 3 doors. I pushed open the first one. Empty bedroom. Second door. Bathroom. A girl hunched over the toilet. Not Lisa. Third door locked. I pounded on it with my fist. Lisa. A male voice from inside. Annoyed. Occupied. Go away. I kicked the door right next to the handle. It shook but didn't open. I kicked again harder. The cheap lock snapped and the door swung open. 3 guys, early 20s, and Lisa sitting on a bed in the corner. One of them right next to her with his hand on her thigh. Lisa's eyes were glassy and unfocused. Whatever they gave her, it wasn't just alcohol. But the second she saw me, her whole face changed. Relief flooded her eyes. Mom. I crossed the room and grabbed her arm. We're leaving now. One of the guys stood up. Whoa, relax. We're just talking. I pulled Lisa toward the door. He stepped into my path. I said, relax, lady. I looked him straight in the eyes. Move, or I call the police and tell them exactly what I just walked into. 3 adults, men, 1 16-year-old girl, a locked door. He stared at me. I didn't blink. He stepped aside. I walked Lisa through the house, through the crowd, out the front door, and into the night air. In the car, Lisa cried and told me what happened. Kay left her alone. Guys she didn't know gave her a drink, took her jacket with her keys inside. She was trapped with a dying phone and no way to explain. So, she sent the only thing she knew I'd noticed. She wiped her face and looked at me. I didn't think you'd remember. I grabbed her hand.